One of the most productive lures for bedding bass during the spawn is the plastic lizard. Other lures that can be equally effective are the tube jig or gets it and the lead-headed jig with a pork or plastic trailer. The lizard is particularly effective because bass will attack this bait to protect the nest. Lizards mimic water creatures that eat bass eggs and therefore trigger a natural protective response in any bass that is guarding a nest. Plastic lizards are most often found in 4, 6, and 8-inch sizes in just about any color you can imagine. Some models are designed to float, however most will sink slowly. And this is the key to fishing spawning bass. Use the lightest line and weight you can. A soft and quiet presentation is essential in order not to spook the bass attending the bed. This may also be the key to the tube jig or gets it. This lure traps air and will usually linger at the surface after casting until a slight line tug will make it belch bubbles and slowly sink. The lead-headed jig is a heavy bait that does require some practice in order to get a soft and quiet presentation. A soft and quiet presentation means the lure makes almost no splash or noise when it hits the water. This lure is really good when you want to bump tree stumps in shallow water or when current or wind conditions make the use of a really light lure almost impossible. Lizards and tube jigs are much easier for the angler to use and require no special skills over the use of other soft plastic lures. The best rigging arrangement is a 1/16 or 1/8 ounce bullet style weight and a 3/0 to 5/0 sharp hook rigged Texas style into the lizard. The tube jig will require a 1/0 to 3/0 hook. The extra wide gap offset bass hooks are recommended for the tube jig and lizards. A few last tips. If you have a light spinning rod and reel, you may want to use it for the tube jig. These lures are very light and are somewhat difficult for the average angler to cast with a bait casting reel. Bedding bass found in shallow water are very spooky. It's essential that you move the boat as quietly as possible and reduce your movement in the boat to the minimum. If you do spook a fish off his bed, back the boat away and the bass will return shortly. Try not to cast directly into the nest bed or on top of the bass. Again, more often than not, this will spook the bass. Cast either beside the bed or just past it and retrieve the lure slowly through the bed. For lure colors, get a basic selection that includes some dark, some light, and some clear colors. For instance, red shad, all black, black with blue tail, pumpkin chartreuse, watermelon, plum, or cranberry. Get the 6-inch size for lizards and the 3 to 4-inch size for the tube jigs.